Alright, so it's probably a lot of y'all wondering, like, who is this dude? Like, who is this Trippie Red dude? I'm gonna explain. Alright, so Trippie Red is basically this 18-year-old boy from Kenton, Ohio, who actually made it big from coming off of SoundCloud. Now, right now, he's like one of the biggest SoundCloud rappers, but at first it wasn't like that. A lot of people know him for being a meme.
Hey guys, smoke a wood, in the woods, on some wood.
It's rumored that he says he hates that now, like, and he regrets doing it. But hey, I don't know for sure how true that is because it got him big. So I can understand where he's coming from. But other than that, he's pretty famous for a lot of things, but mainly his personality because the man is such a nice person, and plus the man is like a 3D walking cartoon character. So much to the point where most of his mixtape covers and EP covers are of him in 3D version of cartoon version or something like that. Like just like awesome artwork. This mixtape called Love Letter to You, which got me into Trippie Red, and this mixtape called Love Letter to You 2 is what really made Trippie big. So yeah, that's a little short bio. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I hope you guys listen to his music after this video. Alright, so I already started a while ago, but I'm gonna just show you guys how to do like how I basically like colored dreads. I don't know how to say it, but anyways, the colors I use, since Trippie Red, he is a biracial person, and he is basically a redhead kind of. He has brown, like light brown hair. So what I use, the base is light umber, which is like a reddish tint, not literally red, but I think you all know what I mean by that. So, and then to tone it down, which is that, well, actually no, to give it more of a reddish color, I use the henna brown. And then to make it a little bit more natural, I use the dark brown, so it can have shade in it and look like an actual dread. And because his hair isn't like really red, it's just really brown, so I use that to tone it down. And I actually use black. Now black you have to be careful with, because if you don't know how to blend good, like you can see now, if you don't know how to blend good, do not use black on light colors like that, okay? Because you will mess it up if you don't know how to blend. It will look sloppy. I mean, not, it won't look sloppy to others, but as artists we see like the flaws and stuff. So yeah, so you can see I had to keep going over and over to at least give it some shade, or to make it seem like it's natural, not just like dirty. You don't want it to look dirty, because like that's not realistic. Like, so yeah. And what else did it? Oh, okay. At the time, around this time, he had red tips, so I used the crimson red for his tips, and I try to ombre it. And yeah, so you guys can kind of see how I'm doing it. Like, just ombre it. Always start from the bottom and work your way up. That's the best way to do it. So like, because you'll know, like, from the bottom, that's gonna be the darkest, because that's in real life. Like, that's they dipped it first and then the hair grew, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm really bad at explaining stuff. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but anyways, so yeah. And I'm gonna just go ahead and do some more. If I see anything else, I'll mention. Okay, so as you can see right now, like I said before, I'm using the darker tint to make it look more realistic. And I'm using that black tint right now, so it can look more realistic under the dreads, so it can have a shadow effect, like, And then of course the red for the tips of his hair. Trying to blend that in good, so it won't look too sloppy at least. And I'm gonna do the same with this one as well, especially in the corner, since that dread I just color is in front of it. And I do a circular motion for I color in a circular motion since it is dreads, because dreads, if you think about it, it's just natural hair that's just in a bunch. So I just made it look like it was compacted, like, together, as if it was a real dread.
up, pulled up in the truck, Trippie don't get too. Pulled up, run it up, just pull up in a coupe. Talking shooters, niggas shoot. I don't give a about you or your crew. Do what you gotta do. Hustle on the blow and do. Oh yeah, off Gibbs, 14th in the street. Young nigga bring the heat. Watch how a young nigga move, okay? Catch me bulling with my toe, okay? Play a just like a fool, okay? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Way, way, yeah, yeah. Way, way, yeah, yeah. Way, way, yeah, yeah. Way, way, yeah, yeah.
And like as you can see, shading that part, the side, so it could look like it's separate. Because I kind of messed up on that dread. I should have put more brown into it.
I see the future in my eyes. I'm gonna be good and sing God's ass. I won't look back, there is no test. Said I'm in too deep, I'm in too deep. We said, baby, said I'm in too deep. Said it's up to my knees, baby, in too deep. Said I'm in too deep, I'm in too deep like a bottomless hole.
Now all I'm doing is going over the red tips. Some of them from whenever I did it a while ago. Since I have new color pencils, I could go over it and try to make it as bright as I can.
I just sit back, count blue faces, oh.
I was just adjusting it. Now I'm going over the hoodie to make it darker a little bit, because like it was just entirely too like it looked a hot mess. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at stuff like that, and I'm sorry I keep moving the camera. I was moving the camera so I could adjust it so everybody could see. But yes, so I had to go over that. I had to make sure the dreads. Oh, look at me. Anyways, I had to go over it, make the inside of the hoodie darker, and fix it around the dreads so it can look like, you know, like. That's a good thing about Prismacolor though, because they're really pigmented, and you could like you could fix stuff like that easily just by going over it, you know. I mean, of course y'all don't know, but I mean other artists know what I'm talking about. So
Pulling away, gang. I've been shining in my chain. I do not no lies. They say Trippie ready say. Blow your brain.
okay, so I just fast forwarded. I did it off camera so I could just hurry up and do that part because it's very dreadful. But all I'm doing right here is just darkening it even more. I'm just using all my black Prisma, it seems like, which I have to learn how to shade darker but not smudging it. I try to line it up like as if the fabric, like, you know how ends of hoodies or whatever, they have this like lining of like the wrist area, so I try to do it like that. But I just got impatient and started, you know, darkening it, going over and then darkening it again, layering and darkening it again. I'm sorry, I'm a horrible voiceover person. Just take all mistakes for love. I'm yawning and stuff. I'm sorry, you guys. Cause like I'm gonna trim it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna trim the sheet to make it look a little more cleaner. So I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I love it when she vogue. Yeah, I'm on another dose. Hey. These diamonds on my neck, dozy do. The cash blows like so. I float in the truck like a kite. The timing is right. These niggas, they on thin ice. You can hate with all your might. I'm moving my ceiling mechanic. He don't have no money, so can it? I think I'm a whole piece romantic. Kim Kardashians and many mansions.
We all got one come and go. Third eye open, never close. I put that on my soul.
So yeah, I was doing the edges of his hair, cause you could tell that he's pulling his hair back, most of his hair back. So what's showing is his edges basically. So trying to make it look as nappy looking as, you know, even though it's not really nappy, it's just really curly. So make it look as natural as it can. Okay, so this is probably one of the hardest skin tones I've ever done out of drawing ever. So like I said before, Trippie Redd is a very exotic looking person. Like, he don't look like everyday people. I'm gonna just say that. So in real life, he's really, really, really pale. And on here, I made him like way tanner than he actually is in real life. Like, he can get tan like that, but not really. It's not realistic. Like, he's not that tan. So, and that's the thing. I'm still learning how to blend in with white colors, light colors, and with the white color pencil. And I'm still trying to learn how to blend good with that, because with light colors, it's just like dark. Like, if it's too much or something, it'll throw it off. And like with stuff like this, it's kind of like makeup. Like, girls that wear makeup understand. Like, you have a certain color or whatever for your skin tone, and if you don't, then you'll make one out of like something that's close or near your skin color, you know. So that's basically what I had to do with color pencil. So I used this orange one because he has an orange tint to him, even though he is pale. I used that, which you can see now. But the thing is, I layered way too much. I could have, even if I did layer at the same amount, I could have used that and then used more lighter colors since he's pale. But I just kept layering with the same color pencil, and then, well, you'll see. I'm not going to spoil it. You guys will see. I mean, I could tell just by how I'm coloring. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I hate this already. Like, I could tell just by how I'm coloring it. I don't know. That's just, I don't know. It's an artist thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I hate it already. Like, I can tell by how I'm drawing, like how I'm coloring. It's like the vibe is totally different. Okay, so here's another flaw. Okay, at the time when I was doing the ear, I was like, okay, it's actually starting to look okay. This might still end up looking good. But then me trying to layer again made it look darker, and it's not. I mean, it's the same color as the neck area, but it's not. It don't equal out the way it should in real life. So I blended in with the same color pencil, which I shouldn't have done, but because all it did was make them look more tanner. But I had to match the neck, so. Oh, okay, so now I use the light color to at least make it look a little more pale. But it worked, but it didn't work how I wanted it to. I should have just stopped layering with that orange yellow looking color.
Switch his eyes, I swear this is where you reside, please babe don't go switch his eyes, yeah. Ooh, please don't throw your love away, please don't throw your love away, please don't throw your love away, yeah. I'm nauseous, I'm dying. Someone took my eyes lost it, riots, gunfire inside my head. I lost it, riots, gunfire inside my head. Baby, I need you in my life, please babe don't go switch his eyes, I swear this is where you reside. Switch his eyes, yeah. Ooh, please don't throw your love away, please don't throw your love away.
Okay, so I'm about to put, well, I did put a little chin here, since that's how it shows on the photo. Yeah, he's only 18, so not too much. Even though, some kids grow mature than others, but Trippie Red, he only has a little chin here, I guess. Unless he just shaved it. I don't know. That's none of my business. Anyways.
Baby, wish me well. It's all a dream, just like a wishing well. To give him hell, and you know that I live in hell. I let the money dance, the diamond blings all by itself without any help. So that means it shine on its own without any gold. I've been the king without any throne. It's time to take your ass to school, ain't no place like home on 1400 with the screw up kids. Don't screw up, kid, or that chopper with your crew up, kid. I'm too up, kid. We animals, better zoo up, kid.
Alright, so I did his lashes, but they were a little too fleek. I'm just being honest. And he probably wouldn't like it. He would think, it's a little too fruity, but
What are you talking about? Bitch, I have a girlfriend. I'm not gay.
hey, it's gonna blend out eventually. So it won't look too bad, like too girly late. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm redoing the eyeballs and stuff, because I just sketched it out whenever I did it a few weeks ago. So I just sketched it out and just left it at that. So I'm just going over it. The eyeball looked kind of weird looking, even though his eyes were droopy. So I'm just rounding them up and doing the pupil within, yeah.
Baby, wish me well. It's all a dream, just like a wishing well. To give him hell, and you know that I live in hell.
Alright, so I'm doing his eyeball or whatever. The pupil is gonna be brown, since that's what it is in real life, not light brown or anything, just plain dark brown. So I'm doing that and make sure I get everything as realistic as possible.
Baby, wish me well. Ooh, I was like, sorry, now I wrote to you. Ooh, I was like, wish me well, little boo. Ooh, I tried to love like that to you. Yeah, ain't gave you another one, little boo. Yeah, sorry, now I wrote to you. Ooh, say, wish me well, little boo. Yeah, screaming, wish me well, little boo. Bitch. Why? faulty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just chillin', baby. Blowing like got me feeling lazy. Sippin' lean, bodine, brazy. Rockstar lifestyle, the New Jersey. I be getting money all by myself, by myself. Don't need no help. By myself, by myself. Don't need no help. I'm just worried about my body, don't need nobody else. I'm just worried about my body, don't need nobody else. But got bad for big white cool, swerving out the parking lot. Getting all the money, pockets on extra knots, pockets on extra cake. Why the niggas keep hating? God told a nigga keep his patience. Now I'm just tired of waiting. Trippie me red, baby, time to get famous. Cause some niggas all not been paid ever since. Life switch and make so mad again. These songs where to make a song, make them these hits.
Alright, so what I'm trying to do is like get those swoops that's in between our eyes and our forehead and darken that. And like I said, try to make it as realistic as I can. But alright, so here I did the lips really pale looking because his lips are like that in real life. So since I didn't do a bright skin tone, I'm gonna just do it paler than the actual skin that's on the drawing that I did. Alright, so what I did since the last clip was I basically used the peach looking color to make it more blush so they could look like actual lips. And now I'm going over it again with that same yellow looking color pencil that I shouldn't have used, but it's toning it down so it could blend in with his skin kind of, because that's how it is in real life, like I said 1,000 times about everything. Alright, so I'm using the white to go over it and layer it so it could look a little more pale and realistic. Yep, like I said before, exotic.
Oh my god, oh my god, yeah. Big 14 on the no. Hey, hold up, take a moment, count my guap, count my guap. All these racks bumming in, they bumming in. Hold up, hey, count my guap, count my guap. Can I stop coming in, coming in? Put up in a drop top, she dropped it. I put up in a drop top, she dropped it. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold it. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold it. Yeah, hold up. I don't know what planet I'm on. I'm a king, little bitch, watch the throne. Feel like bottom on top of your heart. Yeah, steady causing havoc. Yeah, bitch, I'm ballin' hard just like a maverick. Money stretched long, little bitch like elastic. Now that bitch steady calling me Mr. Fantastic.
Okay, you guys, I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. It was my first time using Prismacolor, so yeah, that's about it. It's okay, I guess, for my first time using all Prismacolors, like no like Crayola color pencils or nothing. It was okay, I guess, but I feel like I could do better, honestly. But I mean, this is okay, I guess, for now. I like it. I guess, I don't know, maybe because I like Trippie Red and like his music and stuff. But I personally like it because I didn't even know I could do this, you know? So I hope you guys learned something while, you know, watching me because we're all learning together. You know, this is like, it's kind of like me teaching you guys, but then teaching myself at the same time. So it's like you guys are witnessing me teaching myself how to do this, you know? So yeah. I went over everything as much as I could. I'm gonna trim all the rest of that extra stuff. Like, that's why it's not colorfully. I added a metallic color pencil around the hoop to make it look realistic, you know. Yeah, I added, you know, all that facial hair stuff. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please like it, share it, you know, put 1400, 800 under the comments, and tag Trippie Red's Facebook on there. I'm gonna put this on YouTube as well, and on my other social medias, like clips of this on my other social media. So please help me out, share it as much as you can. Yeah, there's really nothing else to say other than that, you know. 1400, yeah, rep his street, because only him and Marilyn Manson made it out of Kenton, Ohio, so he deserves the clout. Give him some clout, you know. Alright, bye guys.
I approve this message. 1400, 800.